as we assemble here today with memories of the past, realizing that we have come thus far by faith.
Man, we have overcome a lot of obstacles. And to see black mayors here, and black mayors in other cities and towns, black presidents in the United States, got black president at Southern Mississippi, man, that's an obstacle that we thought we'd never cross.
On a cold, rainy January 22nd, 1964, a group of tenacious black Mississippians descended on the streets of Hattiesburg. That group of nearly 100 picketed the Forrest County Courthouse, all fighting for the same right, the right to vote. Despite a troop of police officers who ordered the pickets to disperse, the pickets held the line and were courageous in their resolve to end voter oppression. And for the first time in living memory, an interracial civil rights demonstration in Mississippi is not suppressed. That day has become known as Freedom Day, and last week a group of Southern Miss students organized a reenactment to commemorate the protest 50 years ago.
Several of us, undergrads and grad students, came together last semester in the fall who were interested in putting this together, in doing something, right? And so we came together for the 50th anniversary to plan for this anniversary, and working together, working with our professors, following their advice to do a public history event. Is how we came together. So it was a student-led event by our student group, Remembering Now 64. As a history student, I think it's really important to keep the history alive. As far as students, one of our big goals for this event was to reach out to the local community. The past really hasn't gone anywhere. It's still with us. So we're remembering now in the sense that we're doing it right now. We're remembering, but we're also remembering now because 64 is now. The mayor was from 64. Some of our teachers are from 64. Our community members are from 64.
Anthony Harris is a tenured professor at Mercer University. He actively participated in the Hattiesburg Civil Rights Movement, where he desegregated Timms Junior High, was jailed for picketing the Forrest County Courthouse, and participated in Freedom Summer 64 in Hattiesburg. 50 years later, he vividly recalls the Freedom Day March.
And that cold, wet January morning, Anthony Harris, myself, my older brother James, and my friend Rachel Jones, we showed up right here on that sidewalk in front of that courthouse. And as we were marching, we had signs around our necks. We were walking peaceably along the sidewalk there. And a couple of police officers, they were headed in that direction. They spotted us. The two officers jumped out of their vehicle, ran over to the three of us, tore the signs off our necks, and literally threw the three of us into the back of the squad car. The fire department had trucks lined up, police cars and police motorcycles were out there to try to intimidate us. They were just itching and waiting for somebody to do something that would just provoke them into turning on that fire hose or getting those dogs out of the back of the car. And contrast that with today. We have police officers who are escorting us, who are making sure that we get here not impeding any traffic and traffic not getting in our way.
Rodney Bennett took office as the 10th president of the University of Southern Mississippi last year. His selection as president made history, as he became the first African-American president of a predominantly white higher education institution in the state of Mississippi. He, too, commends those who marched to the Forrest County Courthouse with signs around their necks containing the slogan, "One man, one vote."
The 1960s marked a significant phase in our nation's history and the long struggle to end segregation. In 1964, the University of Southern Mississippi was not part of Freedom Day and had not yet been integrated. But now, 50 years later, our university is one of the most diverse institutions of higher learning in the nation. As we pay homage to the original Freedom Day March and to the individuals who made an impact here, I am hopeful that each of us will remember their courage, their spirit, and their role in changing our history.
The same group of students who organized the reenactment are calling on the city of Hattiesburg to erect a monument honoring the efforts of local civil rights veterans. A representative with Mayor Dupree's office says plans for a monument are in the works. For Southern Miss Today News, I'm John Gibb.
We will never know each person who marched here or elsewhere. We will never see the face of each young man and woman who believed that all should have their full rights. Nor will we ever hear the voice of every spoken word of freedom. But what we can do today is honor all of those nameless and named people, both in spirit and in truth.